All right, folks, welcome to the FSBN channel. My name is Jason, and there's some questions on what do you use for your add-ons when you sim and you want to take it to the next level. If you've checked us out before, we're all about doing it right, having fun, and learning something. Those are three kind of key things. And I've been simming for 1980 something, right? Or 85. I've been in a long time. I've been flying as a real pilot since 98, 97, 98, where I got my license. So I've been flying a long time too. So hopefully these apps that I use is not all-inclusive list, but it's going to help you get to that next level that you need to be at in order to get most out of your simulator. And that's kind of what we're going to do today. So what I'm going to do is I got a little bit of presentation. It's going to be like a 5-minute video. So I just want to show you what we have here, and let's go ahead and get into this right now. So these are some of the add-ons that I use. As you see me every week when I stream, probably one of the most important apps that I use is navigraph.com. So if you're not familiar with Navigraph, what they are is they're a software company that gets all of really charting, weather, flight planning, everything you're going to need into one app, and it's really, really, really nice to use it. You've got worldwide charts. If you're looking to fly big aircraft, even VFR, all right, so even general aviation, low and slow type thing, they've got it. They've got a whole, VFR section in their charts. FAA sectionals are embedded in there. It's a really, really, really great service, and I definitely would highly recommend this. I would recommend this 10 out of 10, no problem. That would be the very first thing I bought. If I buy anything, I buy that, because that's going to let you fly IFR, VFR, the whole 9 yards, flight plan, weather, everything. And a lot of you are asking, hey, how did you know the turbulence if you saw the video up here before where it's, okay, how do you get that to that next level? Well, I was talking about turbulence and bumps and what to expect. And, I could show you, I've showed you there, this is how you get it. And I could do a little tutorial, I guess, on one of my streams on what I'm looking at. The next item on our list is SimBrief. SimBrief.com is another area into which you flight plan your flying. If you're flying heavy metal, airliner type things, you're going to want to get a flight plan, right? So you're going to want a real world flight plan or something like that. And SimBrief is able to integrate with Navigraph, which is another awesome thing. You can actually download your SimBrief flight plan right into your Navigraph app, and you have a depiction of where you're going, which is super awesome. Again, that's like the second thing on my list is what I use is SimBrief and Navigraph coincide together all the time. And they made it that way. The next thing you'll want to take a look at is airport add-ons. If you're flying into a default airport, you're just going to be disappointed. Default, unless it's like an Asobo, one of those airports that they did, it's really hard to gain any kind of immersion into like just an airport with a building. So you're definitely going to want to look at airport add-ons. And you could go to multiple different vendors for that. SimMarket has a great selection. Orbix, AnyBuilds, just to name a few. You have FlightSim.to for like a freeware option. You could look at that as well. But I would definitely look at some payware options. They're going to just enhance the experience for you. Okay, let's talk about aircraft add-ons. PMDG, Coronado, Phoenix, Just Flight. Those are the industry leaders. And new ones coming out that I'm really looking forward to is Bluebird Simulation, and they're working on their 7.5. So at Coastal Airways, we've purchased 4 already, and we're just waiting for that aircraft to be released. And sure enough, we're going to snag it. Looking at peripherals, rudders, and yoke, you're going to want that stuff. You're going to want to have a real yoke. You're going to want to have a throttle quadrant. I would take a look at Honeycomb or Turtle Beach. They have really good hardware. For ATC, I would take a look at VATSIM. There's a Beyond ATC too. If you want to do some training, you take a look at Beyond ATC and then go to VATSIM. But I love VATSIM because there's a human on the other side, and it's not controlled by AI or anything like that. So I kind of like that a little bit better. For my camera effects, I use FS Realistic. really helps in turbulence. And when we land hard, you see the camera shaking, and that's good. And I like real turbulence as well, and that basically predicts where the turbulence is going to be. Again, that coincides with Navigraph, so you could see, oh, there's a turbulent plot here, and then when you fly into it, you get it, you feel it, you see it. Those are just a couple of add-ons I have. I have a ton that I use in terms of, but from the most part, I'm using these types of add-ons. I'm flying into usually scenery, uh, obviously study level aircraft. We want to use that. Got the nice yoke, rudders, and throttle quadrant. That sim use all the time on the stream. And then FS Realistic can also have sim haptics, which is basically two butt kickers in my seat that just rattle you. And you feel the vibrations, you feel bumps, you feel turbulence. That's really, really nice. You don't have to have that, though. I just recently did that about a year ago just to get a little more immersion into the simulation. Anyway, hope that helps. But this is just, again, a quick video on really what kind of add-ons I use when I fly. So this is just some of them, okay? And the thing that's probably going to cost you the most, honestly, is add-on airports. It's just going to be a lot, especially if you start collecting all of them. And sure enough, and if you really want to level up, and you're good at flying, and you're like, okay, I want a little more to the A and B type flying, then you want to come to a virtual airline that's going to be good for you. Now, there's a ton of virtual airlines out there if you're like an airline type person that obviously might be good for you. There's a host of them. I have started Coastal Airways. I'm the CEO of Coastal Airways, and we are pretty much like we're to the max in terms of the realism part. We train you for a long time. Our training could last up to 6 months. So it's not just you sign up and you can start flying the routes. It's not even close. You have to go through interviews, and some people don't like that, right? That might not be for you, and that's okay. There's a bazillion other VAs out there for those, for you. I flew for Southwest forever, so consider a virtual airline, and that could help you with a sense of community as well. And that's what Coastal brings. We have a tight-knit community. Obviously, if you're going to go through all this training, you're pretty much the like-minded individual like we are. So that's good. Anyway, I hope this video helps. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hopefully you got some value out of this, and I've given you some things that you could look at to enhance your realism. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you.